Hi, my name is Ariel. I'm a social worker with Memory Care Home Solutions, and I'm joining you today to talk about respite and the importance of taking a break as a caregiver. So respite is defined as a temporary break from caregiving that provides short-term relief. So what that could look like is having someone come into your home, whether it's a paid home care agency, or maybe it's a family member or a friend who is able to dedicate some time to help you with caregiving. Respite could also look like the person you care for going out to a community-based center like an adult day center, or it could look like an overnight stay in a residential care facility for days or even weeks if necessary. Respite is important because research shows that respite results in improved caregiver health and well-being. Taking a break from caregiving can leave you feeling refreshed and better prepared to manage day-to-day caregiving. Caregiving can also be isolating. So utilizing respite to engage with family members and friends who you haven't been able to stay connected with is a great idea. You can also think of respite as a win-win for both you and the person that you care for. So you are getting some time for self-care and to focus on yourself, while the person who you care for is engaging and socializing with somebody else, engaging in activities with someone else or a group of people if they're going to an adult day center. And in that way, it's really a good situation for both of you. So sometimes when you might want to use respite, regularly, you might have respite scheduled weekly or monthly on certain days. You might use respite if you have a medical appointment for yourself or a medical procedure that you know is going to require some recovery time. So that's the situation where respite in a residential care facility might be a good idea for days or even weeks so that you can focus on your own recovery during that time. Certain times of day or certain caregiving tasks might also be well suited to use respite. For instance, if the morning routine is a big challenge for you, maybe you have a paid caregiver come in to help initiate dressing and really getting the day started to relieve some of your stress. The cost of respite can vary greatly based on setting, the amount of time respite is used for, the level of care the person you're caring for requires, your location, and providers that serve the area where you live. Unfortunately, respite is not typically covered by any health insurance. There is a common misconception that home care is paid for through health insurance, and oftentimes people are confusing home health with home care. So home health is a service that is covered by insurance. It's typically used following an injury or a hospitalization. It's authorized by a physician to help monitor someone's health status when they return home. So home health might entail physical and occupational therapy, a nurse to come out, instruction on administering new medications, or managing wound care. Again, home health is authorized by a physician, it's temporary, and it's paid for through medical insurance. Different from home care, in that home care is paid for privately, it can occur on a more permanent basis, and the services they provide are very different from home health. So home care entails more assistance with activities of daily living, such as bathing, dressing, preparing meals, transportation, cleaning, and other activities that can help you take a break as a caregiver. There might also be assistance programs in your area that could help pay for the cost of respite. These programs often depend on location and might also depend on income and assets of the person who you care for. A good place to find out more about assistance programs are local area agencies on aging and local chapters of the Alzheimer's Association. It might also be a good idea to look into benefits that the person you care for might be eligible for. If they were a veteran, the spouse of a veteran, or the widow of a veteran, you might want to contact the local Veterans Administration to determine if they might be eligible for VA benefits. Medicaid also offers some coverage for home and community-based services based on eligibility. Long-term care insurance policies can also offer some coverage for in-home care or adult day centers. You might also look into organizations such as Hilarity for Charity that offer grants for respite care that can be completed online. Finally, you might also want to tap into your network of family and friends if you know someone who might have some time to devote to caregiving and to give you a break. I always encourage caregivers to ask for help before you start to feel desperate, or to accept help before you feel desperate. Thank you for listening. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and I hope that it encourages you to take a break and to make time for yourself.